I'm Dwight Gow and you're watching Newcastle Fan TV.
Hello everyone, right, so we're going to be bringing you updates with the under-23s because Newcastle, the first team, have had a lot of action the last few days. They kind of stepped away from the under-23s, but we're back. We're going to run you through dead quickly the last three results. The most recent one in depth because Newcastle absolutely smashed Swansea for 6 earlier on today at Whitley Park, which we'll talk about a little bit more. But you know, since the last time we reported where they got beat off Liverpool 2-1 away, Newcastle then defeated Reading 4-1 with, you know, you had the likes of Hedara, Colback and Save all starting, and you've seen goals by Oso on goal. Charman got a double there, and Roberts with the goals in there, and that was in the Premier League too. And then they went to London and absolutely got smashed off Fulham 3-0. Peter Beattie was saying it wasn't really a 3-0 result, but you know, that left Newcastle 9th from 12 sides in the Premier League too. Let's have a look at that league table. I mean, it's Newcastle are struggling at the moment. The chances of promotion is very slim, and to get promoted in the Premier League 1, you've got to come top to have automatic. So with 15 points off Middlesbrough, who've always had a great youth system, they're flying, and then the next 4, so basically from 2nd to 5th, will go in the playoffs. And Newcastle are still 7 points off Fulham, who ironically got beat off 3-0. So 3-0 defeat away at Fulham, disappointing, and 4-1 a great win at home at Reading. So coming off the league fixture, this was in the Premier League Cup, where it's like a group stage where you've got 4 teams, and Newcastle absolutely smashed Swansea earlier on, as I've touched upon. And you've got to remember, Swansea's under-23 play a standard higher than us. They're in the first division, and it was absolutely fantastic to see loads of goals. We'll talk about them in a minute, but let's get on with the lineup. So a bit of a change. You went with Paul Wilson, who hasn't really seen much action in the under-23s. He was in goal. Then it was Jamie Sterry. Then Cameron was brought across the centre-back alongside Macaulay Gillespie. That allowed Masaido Hedara again to get more first-team action. And then a very strong defensive midfield pair in there with Henri Save and Jack Colback. And then you had the 3 floating ahead of them, which was Carl Roberts, Dan Barleza, Victor Fernandez, and then Tom Heardman up top. You did see Charman and Yassine Ben Almani get some action later on, but it was back to the 4-2-3-1 formation, the same that the under-23s and Peter Beattie regularly plays. I know in the first team we have seen the formation change, but the under-23s have kept that the same. 1 PM kickoff, which is a bit strange considering it's a Wednesday. Jack Colback got the first goal, yet the forgotten man. He scored with 11 minutes in, and then Carl Roberts scored fairly quickly shortly after that. His effort went in off the post. A mistake led to Swansea grabbing one back, but however Heardman grabbed a double just before half time with the deflected strike, and Fernandez running at the defence. Then he allowed him to shoot, squaring it to Heardman, who scored. 4-1 at half time, pretty comfortable. So Heardman grabbed his hat-trick just before the hour mark, where Victor Fernandez's shot was parried into the path of Heardman. Thank you very much. There's his hat-trick, easy peasy. And then on the 70th minute, Dan Barleza, who was playing more of an attacking role in this game, he was on the right. His low cross was found Heardman, easy. He slotted it home. Yes, Swansea did score in between Heardman's 4th, either it was before and after they scored, which the game ended with 9 goals. It was an entertaining game if you were there. 6-3, pretty comfortable with the goals going forward, but again, question mark about Newcastle's defence because we're shipping in a lot of goals. Newcastle's form, it hasn't been great, but it's nice to say the last 3 games at least we've won 2 of them. Next up, we'll have a look at the league table in the Premier League Cup. This is where we currently stand, so we're now 2nd in the group after that win, as I've just touched there. Next up is Colchester, who were beaten 4-0 by Burnley. That's on Monday, but that's away. You would expect Newcastle to win that one, but you know, with the form of the other 23s, hasn't been great this season. Hopefully we'll see them win, you know, because it's Colchester, no disrespect, but we should be winning that game as well. Of course, I'll be bringing you up to date more with the under 23s as the more they play, and obviously Main Shark, you do try to get to the under 23s quite a bit as well. We'll be switching the focus to Chelsea now, with the first team. Obviously we've got them on the weekend, and it's a difficult ask now, but I thought I'll bring you some news with the under 23s. See you, bye.